the belt is on.
Yeah, cool. So it goes around this big tooth gear here. This is a little bumper that tensions it. You can see the spring. Teeth out on here. Teeth out on here. And there's another wheel with teeth here. It goes around as well.
Nice.
And for now, this is floating. This gets screwed on right here. 4 screws that hold this floating piece on.
Okay.
A couple things here. These 2 bars here, they go above this pan wheel and below the wires. They basically keep the wires out of the way of the belt. When you reattach this motor floating piece, you're going to have to pull it really tight if you have a new belt, because the new belt has a higher tension than the other belt.
Can you point which way, kind of like, so you have to point up?
You'll have to hold here and pull up pretty hard. It's helpful to
have 2 people.
Yeah, to have 2 people, really to loosely place all these screws and then tighten them all together. And the last thing down here is this pan clamp. Will set right down here, and then you're good to go down here. When you actually go to put the head back on, it's probably easiest to leave this connected but not screwed in so that you can get the arms back where they need to go. When you bring the head on, you'll need to connect this clamp first. It connects to the tilt motor, these. You'll also need to make sure all of these wires pass through this hole because they control everything on the tilt side of the head, and you'll need to not squish them behind the motor. So, like I said, you want to make sure all these wires pass through this hole so they don't get pinched. You'll connect this tilt clamp right here.
Yes.
This little brown clip goes right here, and all these wires connect wherever you disconnected them. This tilt clamp here as well. Last thing you want to do is take your tilt belt and you want to set it at the bottom first and pull straight up. Make sure all these wires are not behind your belt, and just slide it back on. You want to make sure all the teeth line up. And there you go, and press it back down, and you're good. And then just, nice and clean.
So
once you get the head back on, you'll need to connect this red clamp. It's the 3JEA. I guess all of them should say that. Just make sure that the clamp and the receptacle here match up. You also need to connect this black clip, and these 2, the red on the right and the blue on the left. That's all for this side.
just make sure the electricity's not plugged up.
God, yes. Don't electrocute yourself. Be intelligent. Alright, and that's that side.
We're good. The other thing is I just put in this plate right here, and I put these cables just kind of under there. You'll see that this fits in a lot easier when you do that. Like that.
Don't squish your wire.
Put it on the ground wire. This is where it's supposed to be placed.
On the tilt side.
On the tilt side. And make sure you have 2 people doing this. We used these little surgical pliers. I don't know what the heck you call it. Something small. Yeah, exactly. Whatever. So, yeah. So you can see how getting to this with the head on is going to be very difficult. So just have 2 people working with you.